Hello and welcome back once again to product placement. So one of the many times I was at Walmart shopping around for things, I saw another new product and I was like, gotta remember to pick that one up at some point. Came back a couple days later, picked it up, had it sit in my fridge for a little bit because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do both parts of this or just one. What do I mean by that? This is a crossover promotion between two different companies. So there is the one company's thing that tastes like the other company's thing, and then the other company's thing that tastes like the first company's thing. So I was definitely interested in trying one, but wasn't necessarily sure if I wanted to try the other one. Plus, it was going to cost more money to do both. So I hesitated on it for a little while, but then decided why not? It's a cross promotion thing. You got to try both parts, right? So I went shopping around, finally found a store that carried the second product and bought that, brought it home, and now here we are doing them together. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer one. It's going to take a little bit longer to edit, but we're going to power through it the best we can. So what are today's products? Well, the first one, the one I initially wanted to try, which is the newest flavor from our friends over at Reese's. This is in conjunction with our other friends over at Oreos. These are Reese's Oreo cups. And as usual, if you're going to cross over with Oreos, you're going to have Reese's flavored Oreos. Now, I do remember at some point there being an Oreo crossover with Reese's. I want to say it was Oreos peanut butter cup cookies, but they had specifically the Reese's brand on them as well. I'll put a picture of it up here on screen. Those came out before these. Supposedly they're totally different than these. These are oddly in this weird box where everything else is normally in the pull top container. So at first I thought these were those Oreo Cakester things, but nope, these are the actual Oreos that are tied in with Reese's. They go in conjunction with the Oreo flavored Reese's cups. Why the special packaging? I don't know. Are these different than the other ones before? I don't know, because I don't think I got around to trying the other ones. I saw them on the shelves, but as I said at the time, money was probably tight. And Oreos are rather expensive, so I probably didn't get them at the time. But we got these ones today, so we're going to be doing a double feature. So what order am I going to do these? Well, obviously Oreos stick in your teeth and leave that chocolatey cookie flavor in your mouth longer than it really should be, which I don't want to taint my experience with the Reese's peanut butter cups. So we're going to do the peanut butter cups first, then the cookies, and we'll see how they differ. So we're going to set our cookies aside for a moment, and we are going to focus on our Reese's peanut butter cups. Now, I don't know if you can see it on the label here, but it is a two-tone outside. It's chocolate on the bottom, white on the top. Similar to the werewolf tracks that I tried, I think it was last Halloween or the Halloween before. There was also that Easter one I missed that had a marshmallow top on top of it. I don't think this is marshmallow. It's probably gonna be similar to werewolf tracks because it's meant to symbolize the white cream that's normally in the middle of the Oreos, which in this case is a peanut butter cream. So it is a two-tone with white on top, and it does have the normal peanut butter inside, but it looks like it has little crushed up pieces of the Oreo cookies, the chocolate part, mixed in with it as well. So there is gonna be a texture to this. Surprised it's not in a big cup, but they probably didn't want to overdo it with the Oreo flavor. Like I said, Oreo flavor does tend to stick with you for a while. So let's go ahead and open these up and see what we think. Got our wrapper open. We're going to pull one of our four out. Let's go ahead and remove our outer wrapper. We'll set that aside. And maybe there you can see a little bit better the two-tone white on top, chocolate on the bottom. Let's give it the smell test and see if it smells like an Oreo. Here we go. Smells like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Now, normally with the white top, it would be white chocolate. So you'd be getting more of a white chocolate smell in addition to the peanut butter and chocolate smell. But I'm not getting that out of this. I'm just getting the normal Reese's peanut butter cup smell. So let's pop this in our mouth and see what we think. Cheers. Okay, that was rather odd. So when I bit into it, my teeth went right through the chocolatey bottom and peanut butter like it normally would with a Reese's. But when I got to that white top piece, I didn't go through it as easy. It was almost like it was a different consistency. It was a lot more solid. Like I actually had to get it between my teeth and bite down on it to get it to break versus just like pressing my tongue against it against the roof of my mouth and just snapping like anything else would. So I'm not quite sure why the white top is thicker on this one than it is on any of the other ones I've done. So that was a bit unique and a bit off-putting, but not in a bad way. It's just like, oh, didn't expect to actually have to bite down on this as hard as I am. Didn't really get a whole lot of the creamy flavor from it. I mean, it's there, but it mixes in with the chocolate and the peanut butter from the Reese's, and it's just like, yeah, it mostly just tastes like Reese's. You do get the little pieces of the Oreos in there, so you do get the texture and the crunch of chewing up the little pieces. Do they add anything to it or take away anything from it? Not really. Does it make it taste more like an Oreo? Only because you're eating actual pieces of the Oreo cookie, but once they blend in with everything else, it kind of just tastes like Reese's chocolate. Is it different than any of the other stuff that I've had inside of a Reese's peanut butter cup? Texture-wise, no. It gives you a nice crunch flavor-wise. Again, you do get a little pop of, oh, that's obviously Oreo cookies blended up in there, but it's not enough to overpower the Reese's peanut butter cup like it probably would have been if I would have ate the cookies first, where I would still have all those pieces of the chocolate cookie like stuck in my teeth and blending out into whatever else I was eating. These ones, you get just enough of the flavor to know that it is Oreo, but then it blends in with everything else so quick that it just kind of dissipates and it's just like, yeah, this tastes like a regular Reese's peanut butter cup. All right, so now I got the flavor of Reese's peanut butter in my mouth. Oh, that doesn't affect how I view the taste of the Reese's flavored Oreos, which we're going to be doing right now. So I already told you the story. Don't need to go back into it. We're just going to pop these open. We're going to pull out. What's the point of the box? Really, just because you want to do this fancy labeling on your package. So this is still the normal packaging that you get where you normally have the pull top. Oddly enough, there is no pull top on this, which means I actually have to open it up from the side, but the packaging is still the same. They just wasted a bunch of cardboard putting it in this stupid fancy box. So I set that there for now, and let's focus on this packaging. Now there is a warning label on this. It says contains peanut, wheat, and soy. This unit not labeled for retail sale. So this unit you can't sell, this unit you can, which basically means there's no barcode on this. That's what it means by labeled for retail sales. This box has a barcode that you can scan for retail. This, there's no barcode. So if you took them out of the boxes and just put these on the shelf, there would be no way to scan this in. Anyway, I'm disappointed there's no pull tab. I mean, even if you are going to put it in a big, stupid, fancy box and waste cardboard, you could... Really? So you guys saw I ran my finger across these edges multiple times. I said there's no pull tab. But when I pulled down on this side and then ran my finger over it, look what I found, the pull tab. So I was wrong. There's a pull tab on these. I thought I was going to have to open it up at the ends, but it is still normal Oreo packaging. So here we go. And there you see our normal Oreo container. Oreo, you're getting too fancy with your stuff. Knock it off. So let's go ahead and pull one of these out. And there you see it is a normal Oreo cookie. Does have a brownish peanut butter interior. I was going to say it almost looks too dark to be peanut butter, but I think that's just my poor lighting in here. Again, on camera, it looks like I got good lighting. It's just two lights over in the corner that are shining directly on me. Everything else over here is completely dark. So what you're seeing is probably light brown here. I'm seeing is dark brown, almost black. If I can even see it, because obviously I didn't see a pull tab, even though I ran my hand over it 4 times. So no, I'm not just blind, even though I do wear very thick glasses. It is poor lighting. All right, so enough stalling. Let's give it the smell test and see if it smells like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Here we go. Smells like peanut butter. Honestly, the Oreo cookie isn't that strong on this one for some reason. The smell of the Oreo cookie is there, but I'm mostly getting the smell of peanut butter. But it's not like Reese's peanut butter type of smell. It's just like if you took normal peanut butter and stuck it between 2 Oreo cookies. But it is a tie into Reese's, so Reese's must have provided the peanut butter, right? Interesting. All right, so not much else to say about it. Let's take a bite and see what we think. Cheers. So I don't really like it, but I don't hate it either. So as I start chewing it, like this tastes like any type of peanut butter, a little bit of chocolate from the Oreo cookie. The Oreo cookie starts to take over more with its pronounced chocolate flavor. Oddly enough, the cookies on these feel slightly softer than normal. It's similar to some other Oreo product I've had before, but I can't quite place what. Like it still has the snap of the Oreo cookie. It's just almost like they dissolve a little bit easier on the tongue than the Oreo cookies normally would, where normally you gotta chew them up and grind them up. This one, as you start to bite into it, it kind of starts to dissolve in your mouth. The peanut butter tastes like peanut butter, doesn't taste like Reese's peanut butter. Honestly, the combination between the Oreo cookies chocolate and this specific peanut butter gives me the flavor of the generic Reese's peanut butter cups. Or I guess they'd just be peanut butter cups that aren't Reese's brand, like the ones you can get in the big bags fairly cheap around Halloween, or I guess really all year long. You get the big bags of them. And they're peanut butter cups, but they're just not Reese's brand, so they have more of a normal peanut butter taste, where Reese's peanut butter cups have a bit more of a sugary peanut butter taste, because that's how they make their peanut butters. They mix sugar into it. And I learned that from a show called How It's Made. But yeah, so the overall flavor of the Oreos is more of the generic peanut butter cups versus the actual Reese's peanut butter cups. How do they compare to the other Reese's peanut butter cup Oreo cookies that they did a while back? I don't know, because I didn't get to try those. They are somewhat similar. I believe a while back Oreos did a peanut butter pie flavored Oreo. I believe I did a review on that one. They're very similar to that, except I remember enjoying the peanut butter in that one a bit more. Another thing these are sort of reminding me of, speaking of peanut butter pie, is the other Reese's mini cups I did a little while back, which were the peanut butter butter pie flavored Reese's mini cups. It has a faint resemblance to that. Like I remember in those ones, the peanut butter and chocolate kind of had a smoky-ish type of flavor. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. The peanut butter is like it's a bit on that smokier side, which could just be that they roasted the peanuts ahead of time, but I'm not sure. Do I like them? Not really. Are they edible? Yes. Will I finish the pack? Probably over time. They're not so gross that I gotta go throw them in the trash and be pissed off that I wasted like $7 on this or whatever it was. They're edible. They just don't really taste like Reese's to me. Like I said, they taste more like the generic off-brand peanut butter cups than they do actual Reese's. So they're not horrible. They're just not my favorite. Like if you handed this to me and said, what flavor is this? I might put together peanut butter cup. I wouldn't put together Reese's peanut butter cup. So I don't absolutely despise them. I'll be able to finish them. Are they my go-to? Would I buy them again? Probably not. Does that mean I won't try other peanut butter flavored Oreos in the future? Depends on what flavor it is, but probably not. I'll probably still try those because I like to try different things. But would I expect them to taste like Reese's ever again? Probably not. So that is our review of Oreo flavored Reese's and our Reese's flavored Oreos. So we're going to wrap this one up here. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Links are in the description. Ring the bell. Make sure you get notifications every time I post new content. And until next time, cheers.